Welcome to Harvest and Hearth, where farmhouse dreams come to life. Today, we're diving into a stunning DIY kitchen remodel inspired by Magnolia style. From shiplap walls to cozy coffee nooks, every detail reflects timeless charm. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more warm home inspiration. A bright farmhouse kitchen welcomes us with white shiplap walls and open wood shelving. Subway tiles gleam behind a wide apron sink, while potted herbs sit on the windowsill. Black fixtures and butcher block counters complete the timeless, practical beauty of this Magnolia-inspired heart of the home. The kitchen island, crafted from reclaimed wood, stands strong with a quartz top. Rustic metal stools tuck underneath. Overhead, antique pendant lights glow softly. A ceramic vase filled with olive branches anchors the space, while matte black cabinet pulls tie the look together in effortless, earthy harmony. Soft, neutral tones define this inviting kitchen. A vintage rug stretches across warm hardwood floors. White distressed cabinetry pairs with aged brass hardware. A beige and cream color palette soothes the senses, while wooden boards and ceramics add tactile charm. It's Magnolia minimalism at its coziest. In a cheerful corner, a chalkboard wall adds farmhouse personality. Galvanized metal shelves hold glass canisters labeled with care. Crates of fresh produce sit below, while mason jars and rustic ladder shelves bring both function and character. This DIY detail makes the kitchen feel alive and loved. The cabinetry features a lovely two-tone palette, sage green below and crisp white above. A herringbone tile backsplash catches light behind the stove. Above, a Magnolia-style wreath adorns the vent hood. Industrial-style pendant lights hang nearby, casting a soft glow across a room both timeless and fresh. Exposed beams stretch across the ceiling in this open-concept farmhouse kitchen. A barn door pantry adds rustic texture, while a central island with a marble top invites gathering. On open oak shelves, vintage olive jars and wooden boards sit in curated perfection. The space radiates welcoming warmth. A cozy coffee bar sits nestled in the corner. A reclaimed wood backdrop anchors floating shelves filled with antique mugs and labeled canisters. Below, a rustic espresso machine gleams. Soft white accents and vintage signage tie this nook together into a farmhouse dream come true. White shaker cabinets keep the room feeling crisp and clean. Black handles add subtle contrast, while a large farmhouse sink gleams beneath a window. Brass accents, marble counters, and a wooden fruit bowl bring texture and warmth. The room feels modern, yet rooted in tradition. The pantry is a vision of Magnolia-inspired organization. Labeled glass jars line wooden shelves. Woven baskets hold produce, and crates store dry goods. Chalkboard labels and farmhouse lighting make the space as beautiful as it is functional. A soft green hue whispers calm into every corner. Industrial charm meets rustic farmhouse in this bold kitchen variation. Black metal shelves, copper cookware, and concrete countertops offer edge and style. A vintage stove replica anchors the space. Warm wood accents keep the design grounded in comfort, echoing Joanna Gaines' signature blend of new and nostalgic. Above the island, an antique ladder hangs as a DIY pot rack. White enamel pots, bundles of dried herbs, and copper pans dangle gracefully. This handcrafted touch infuses the space with a collected over time feeling, exactly what farmhouse kitchens are meant to inspire. A breakfast nook invites slow starts to the day. A white wooden bench, layered with plaid cushions, hugs a small rustic table. Tin vases filled with greenery sit nearby. Beadboard walls and lace-trimmed curtains frame the nook in softness. Morning light spills across the floor. The sage green cabinetry pairs effortlessly with ivory subway tiles. Open shelving displays a curated collection of cookbooks, floral arrangements, and pottery. The muted palette and rustic textures create a relaxed elegance. This is farmhouse style at its most refined and inviting. The sink area becomes a small sanctuary. A deep apron basin sits beneath a window framed with scallop tiles. A bronze faucet arches gracefully above, while lemon branches brighten the countertop. Brass hardware glows against white cabinetry, creating an inviting and elevated workspace. Near the entry, charming wall hooks hold kitchen towels. A rustic chalkboard lists the weekly groceries. Below, a wooden tray sits ready for muddy boots or baskets. A pantry wall sign in vintage font adds a welcoming farmhouse touch that's both functional and stylish. As evening falls, the kitchen glows. Warm pendant lights above the island cast golden light. Under cabinet lighting creates a cozy ambience. A cotton wreath hangs above a brick backsplash. Eucalyptus bundles soften the shelves. The room feels like a warm hug after a long day. A baking station awaits in one corner. A butcher block countertop holds vintage mixing bowls, a marble rolling pin, and canisters full of flour and sugar. A handwritten recipe card rests nearby. Morning sun trickles through a lace curtain, lighting up the joy of handmade traditions. The kitchen embraces autumn with mini white pumpkins and warm plaid dish towels. A copper tea kettle simmers on the stove. Eucalyptus garlands drape across the window, and an open cookbook sits ready with a favorite seasonal recipe. This is the coziest corner of fall. A styled vignette tells a Magnolia story. Stacked cutting boards, rosemary in a clay pot, and a soft white floral arrangement sit beside antique spice jars. A linen towel drapes casually over the oven. Every piece feels personal, simple, and steeped in farmhouse character. The entire kitchen comes together in harmony. Shiplap walls, creamy tones, brass finishes, and reclaimed wood all speak the language of timeless design. The farmhouse range hood stands like a crown above it all. Natural light pours in, completing this Magnolia-inspired masterpiece. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful farmhouse kitchen tour. We hope you found inspiration in every rustic shelf and magnolia touch. Share your favorite detail in the comments, give us a like, and subscribe to Harvest and Hearth for more heartwarming home transformations. See you in the next video.